Okay, so let's start with inequalities. Okay, now inequalities, when we say inequalities, means that they will have symbols coming in, right? And for your syllabus, you are intended to solve. Okay, now this topic every semester for sure out. Okay, you can't skip them. Okay, you can skip any of the topics involved. Now let's go for the operations on the inequalities. Okay, there are 4 operations involved in the inequalities involved. Okay, below. So the first one will be addition. Now, if you realize it, okay, if let's say you want to have plus 3 or add up with 3 on the left, it apply the same thing to the right hand side, and we call this as the balance method. Okay, same goes with the subtraction. If you need to minus 2 on the right, then you may need to subtract also on the left hand side. Okay, to be fair. Okay, same goes with multiplication. If you multiply with 5 on the left, you must multiply the 5 on the right. Okay, if you divide the 8 on the left, then you must also divide the 8 on the right. Okay, this one is called as balance method or balance theory. Okay, so I just give you a very quick review on what you have learned during your semester, during your secondary school. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, let's say the first example one. Okay, so again, the question still want you to solve. Okay, solve the following inequalities. Is that okay? Just solve it. Okay, the following inequalities. Okay, make it simple. Okay, so the first one. Okay, the first question. X add up with 1. Okay, more than equal to 5. Okay, so how to solve this? Okay, how to solve it? Okay, so again, when the time we set solve means that you always have the x on the left hand side. Okay, so x on the left and numbers on the right. Is okay? So in other words, your left hand side will be your variable. Yes, your variable. Then your right hand side will be your numbers. Is it okay? Regardless to what is the symbol, it can be equal, it can be more than, less than, more than, equal, and so on. Okay, regardless to any symbols will do. Okay, so here obviously, as I mentioned just now, so you need to have your x on the left. Okay, so what's the extra or additional information here? The plus 1 or additional 1. Okay, so how to get rid of the 1? Okay, so to get rid of 1, you will need to subtract with 1, or in other words, minus with 1. Fair and square, whatever you apply on the left, it apply the same thing on the right. Is okay? So those that are not relevant, just carry forward. Okay, so 5 minus 1 is, what's your answer? Is 4. So that's your answer. Is okay? Okay, let us go further. Let's say that x minus 1. Okay, just now is plus 1. Now with minus 1. So how? Again, as usual, x to be remain on the left. Now, what's the things extra here? The minus 1, right? So, how to get rid of negative 1 here or minus 1 here? Okay, you may need to plus with 1 to be 0. Right? What's your intention here? Is actually to get it to be 0, right? Same goes with this. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Because we can't have the numbers on the left. Can see or not? Because the numbers should be on the right hand side. Is that okay? Okay, so 5 plus 1 is actually equal to 6. So that's the answer. Is that okay? So hereby, I just want to remind you just a simple remark here. Okay, you just remember addition and subtraction are siblings. Okay, if you're able to plus, means that you're able to minus as well. In other words, if you're able to add it up, you're able to get rid of it, that is subtract it out. It's okay? So always remember this. Okay, let us proceed. Okay, let's get something simple. Okay, let's say that 2x, okay, greater or equal to 5. Okay, so now again, how to solve and get the value of x? Now, how do you read this 2x here? Okay, you will read as 2 multiply with x, right? Okay, 2 multiply with x. Okay, so one more thing before I forget, just to share with you, multiply and division are siblings. If they're able to multiply, means that they're able to divide at the same time. Is it okay? Or vice versa? Okay, so back to this. How you read just now? 2 multiply with x. Am I correct? Okay, so if that's the case, so how are you supposed to get the things done? How to get the value of x then? Okay, you may need to divide by 2. Fair and square. Why do you want to divide by 2? Because you want to get the coefficient of 1 here. Okay, so to be fair, whatever you apply on the left, you must apply on the right hand side as well. So in other words, as a conclusion, your answer is x greater and equal to 5 over 2. Is that okay? So let's proceed. Okay, so let's say you have 2x plus 1 less than equal to 5. Okay, so for this question, how are you supposed to do? Yes, first of all, get rid of the positive 1 or plus 1. Okay, by minus with 1. Right? So, to have 2x on the left, then 5 minus 1 is 4. Okay? So from here, how to get the coefficient of 1 on your x? Okay, you may need to divide by 2. Whatever you apply on the left, it apply the same thing on the right. Okay, so simplify it. Your answer is 2. Okay? Okay, so let's go further. Okay, this is plus. Let's go with minus. Okay, so now how to get rid of minus 1 here? You need to plus 1. Okay, good. Okay, so why? Because your intention is to get 0. Okay, because we only want to have the 2x on the left. Okay, so other than that, so just copy 5 plus 1 is solve it, so 6. Okay, so again, okay, how to simplify it? Okay, yes, divide by 2. Okay, each side. Okay, so end up your x is equal to or less than equal to 3. Is it okay? Okay, good. Okay, so should be okay, huh? Okay, let us proceed with others question. 6. Okay, let's say that you have x divided by 2 equal to 5. Okay, we just have, since that we are in inequalities, so just put inequalities. Let's say less than 5. Sorry, less than 5. Okay, so first of all, can you tell me how to read this? Okay, is x divided by 2. See that? Is x divided by 2. Okay, back to our information here, okay, or remark here, okay, the siblings. Plus and minus are siblings, okay. Multiply and divide are siblings, okay. Do remember this, okay, do remember this. Okay, so again, this is divide as you said, okay. So how you supposed to do then? Okay, this is divide, so your siblings will be multiply, okay, because your intention again is to get back the 1 coefficient of the x involved, okay. So in other words, your x is less than 10. Just simple like that. Okay, let's go something more challenging. Okay, let's say that you have x divided by 2 plus 1. Okay, so same thing, this is plus 1. So first of all, get rid of the plus 1 first. There is your positive 1 first. Okay, so minus out. If you have plus, then your siblings will be minus. I think just very straightforward, right? Okay, so x over 2 less than 4. Okay, so again, how to get rid of the divide by 2 here, or the 2 at the bottom? Yes, you will need to multiply with 2. Okay, so to get rid of it, simplify it, so your x is less than 8. Okay, very straightforward, right? Okay, let's go something more challenging. Okay, 8. Okay, let's say okay, I just do it in this way, something simple. Okay, 8. Okay, let's say 1 minus 2x. Okay, again greater than 5. Okay, so again, what you're supposed to do, same thing, remain the x on the left, right? So since that you have one positive 1 here, so how to get rid of the 1? Yes, you minus 1 both sides, okay, to get rid of it. So and now you have negative 2x greater than 4. Is that okay? Now, what's the things that you want to get rid of now? The negative 2 coefficient, right? And do remember, every time you see negative, right, change the symbol first before you apply anything. Then you start with your operation. Okay, so simplify it. Okay, so you have negative 2. Okay, you want to have more? Okay, let me share with you something else. Question 9. Okay, let's say that simple, like, okay, let's say 3 minus 2x less than equal to 5. Okay, I just modify a bit. So same thing, to get rid of 3, you minus 3. Okay, minus 3 both sides. Okay, so end up you have negative 2x greater or smaller and equal to 2. Is that okay? Because you remember, because your intention is to get back the 0. Okay, so same goes with this one. I have a habit, okay, I have a habit. Every time I see negative, right, I straightly change. I will circle this and I straightly change already. Because if not, you may forget to change the symbol later. Okay, so after that, then I divide. Because this is multiply, so the siblings will be divided. If the brother is positive or plus or addition, so the brother will be minus. Okay, so apply the balance method. So you have x, this is negative 1. Okay, so that's overall of the basic inequalities.